Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift. Rap, bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital in FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Washington Commanders. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to come. As he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Howell, first play, going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be second down. Second down throw for Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Second down, Howell now. And that one going to come up short, low throw.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out wide to Eckler. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
10 yards on the pickup.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Eckler. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board 1st here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. There he goes, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Running right, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Howell.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
And he slides to avoid the hit. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert now. That's into the hands of Eckler. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half is theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half. Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Second down throw for Howell. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. A big pickup at 38.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McCoy. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Back to throw, Howell.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Howell, third and goal.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
This from 25 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a...
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks Looks like he's got it. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Chargers.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Right side, he has Johnston. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Trey McKinney.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is a counter play, Eckler, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft,
and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
That's still a touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Howell down to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out.
Hey, OJ on that one.
It's his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Herbert off of play action. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. He's across midfield, down the left sideline, inside the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 74 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chargers 41, Commanders 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Now throwing on first down here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get